games might count the same, but some carry a little more juice. And when you get to this point in the season, a couple of teams in the top 10 fighting for their playoff lives and positioning, this one feels a little special. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Guys, there is some intrigue to this matchup between Michigan and Oregon. These are not teams that play often, but with this new revamped Big Ten, we are going to see this matchup more and more. What makes this really interesting is the history of Kyle Whittingham, the new Michigan head coach, against Oregon. He played them well and beat them often when he was the coach at Utah. We'll see if that adds a new little wrinkle into this matchup here today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Will kick off first, and here we go. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Back to the ground game on the left. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. Here's a little room there. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. This is a designed run. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. Got it, looking for the 1st down. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Going to try to get it himself. And he makes it past the 1st down marker, hits the slide, and they'll move the sticks.
He does a really good job with that mesh point. The mesh point is when he sticks it in the running back's belly. When he pulls it, he gets downhill quick to chew up some quick yards. Nice play early in this football game.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Throwing, Underwood. Here comes the heat. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Pocket breaking down. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. From the gun, give on the inside. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something.
Makes the catch, and he's free. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Ducks come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Caught in the backfield, it's Stewart. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, the inside give. Good, solid tackle.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll run for it, and he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short?
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Looking for space, it's Marshall. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Shakes off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
On the move. He did everything he could to find enough running room, and he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end-of-the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well.
Oh, he's got some space. How about that play? Getting a huge chunk of yardage to wrap up the first quarter, and that's how we'll end it and head to the second. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in zones. You got to get him involved.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He breaks a tackle. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And the Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Michigan!
That play calling menu just gets so much bigger when I got a guy, Jesse, that can do this. Like, he can run the football, such a weapon. We saw it all throughout this game so far, and you see it once you get close to that red area, man. You get that +1 advantage having your quarterback that can be a running threat.
And the frustrating part for a defense, too, is that even when you're right, you're wrong. And we've seen on some of these runs today, guys have been in position to make a tackle, but they just can't get him down on the ground. He's got that dynamic running ability.
He's got it out. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Here's Underwood to throw. Gets rid of it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Makes the catch. It's Marshall. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page.
in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Quickly complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. He'll try to do it himself. Got room at the 35. It's a seam wide open. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
And there's more of an art to this than you know. Like, to stick the ball in the belly of the running back and read a defender perfectly. They bite on the running back. QB makes the right read in Palmer. It's nice to have those wheels to go all the way down the field and punch it in for 6.
Yeah, David, this is a coaching staff that wants him to run the football. And sometimes it's going to be design runs. Sometimes it's going to be scrambles in the passing game. But the RPO is another way that he can hurt your defense with that speed you're talking about. Great decision to keep it. Nice job taking it all the way to the house.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Might be changing the route. The run inside. It's Hill. At the 35, he's open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Well, one thing you know about Oregon is they're always loaded in the backfield. They had a couple of true freshmen a season ago in Davison and Hill Jr. who were absolutely outstanding. And you expect this season, David, in the running game, those 2 guys are going to be the focal point for the Ducks.
They'll be the focal point, but it's just like you saw a year ago, man. Like, they are a committee, and they run hard. They run as angry as anybody in the country. Obviously, having more come back at the trigger opens it up. Price transfers in, so it's going to be another year of stable running backs for Oregon.
Snags it, and there's running room. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Ducks racing to the line in a hurry-up.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Here's more to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! This guy is so impressive, both with his ability to move, to buy time, to run, and then he'll kill you with his arm.
Unbelievable, just a freak. It's like he's playing a video game, and everybody else is trying to play real-life football. It's ridiculous to be that fast and still be a quarterback, still make plays down the field. It's just not fair.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. on the run. It's Marshall. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got enough for the first. Maybe a crease. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. He's got 59 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. And the Wolverines will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Underwood, under fire. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Tried to get there by himself, but he is stopped short, and it'll be 4th down. Now Oregon will call its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on 4th and goal from the 4. Finds his man. And they stop him short. Complete the pass, but no first down.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Well, you know, if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
Dante Moore. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. This offense tries to get rolling from its own 15 on 1st down. Moore to the air. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And the defense forced the quarterback out of bounds before he could get rid of it. Had to take the loss.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Snap to the back. He'll be stopped for no gain, and we're not far away from that whistle blowing to end festivities here in the first half. Back has it. Runs through a tackle. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We get right to it with Indiana taking on the #1 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Hoosiers, with one of the biggest wins in program history, taking down the #1 team in the country. This ball club now stands at 6 wins. They've ensured themselves at the very least of a 500 regular season.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Ducks want to crank the tempo. Moore. He fires a bullet to the right. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Making side adjustments here. 4th down, Moore. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, he's still on his feet. Touchdown, Ducks! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
On these critical 4th downs, as a quarterback, you've got to find your best matchup, and they didn't just get the first down. He had his guy one-on-one, he took a shot, and it pays off for a huge score.
And he added the extra point. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready. They're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Wide open, he makes the catch. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll run it from the gun. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6.
Hey, how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Throwing right. That pass is incomplete.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. 4th down, Underwood. Fires to the tight end. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal. The Wolverines in the hurry-up. Throwing, Underwood. Scrambling away. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They knock him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Man, it's so hard to keep a rabbit in the cage, that quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around, he's going to make plays, and when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing the fumble, and recovering? A great job by the defense continuing to chase that QB.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Sends it back in motion. Moore will throw. The screen, and watch out. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down. Ball is loose. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble. You just couldn't secure it.
He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the 1st half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the 2nd half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Throwing more. The screen, he's got wheels. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
On that RPO, the QB is just trying to keep it himself and see if he can get the 1st down, but nothing doing. He wasn't...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. More to throw for it on 4th down. Stepping to the right. Sails one into the middle. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but In the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. And wings it incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. The run from the shotgun. And they'll knock him down.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Here's Underwood. The throw. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Well, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Right down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. This drive will open from the 15. They'll leave it with the lone back. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
He wants to change this route. Moore with the play fake. Took a shot as he threw. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Calls him fired complete. At the 45 on his way. All out of space. Oh, he got loose. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line.
Here we go. Ready. Go, go.
He'll keep it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
He'll be stopped on the return right at the 30-yard line and helps out this offense a few extra yards in field position. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Might have a chance. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Wolverines want to move quickly. Here's Underwood to throw. Unleashes one deep. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got
just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And this defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the fourth quarter, and you're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field. They're using their speed, and that time tracking the quarterback down for a big sack.
Unloads to the right. Picked off to stop the threat.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
They'll send the back in motion. Here's Moore to throw. Bring in the heat. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
Motion from the wideout. Moore to the air. It's complete to the right. Tackle is made at the 23. Let's call it a 5-yard pickup. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on first down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. He's got it inside the 30. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Oregon. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. So here comes the Michigan offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Underwood. Looking left. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark. And the Wolverines headed quickly to the line.
And this defense is perfectly fine with that. When you're up a couple possessions, you want everything in front of you. You want that clock to tick, make sound tackles, and don't give up big plays.
Rush is on him. Still looking for a man. Throwing on the run. Leaping grab for a big gain. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They decline the penalty for pass interference, and they'll stand on the results of the play. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Throwing, Underwood. Makes the grab. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Unleashes to the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Wolverines. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And there's still life in this team. Obviously, they're down here in the fourth quarter, but they're able to execute the onside kick. They retain possession, and now let's see what happens.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Here's a heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And it now feels like game over after coughing up the fumble. They were down. They needed something big to happen. They had to score touchdowns, but give this defense credit. They just finish. They're playing to the end of the game with great effort, creating a takeaway to ice this thing.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. They'll go back to work on offense. The offense changing the play. Dante Moore. He's got it. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Here we go. Ready. Line 38.
Moore. He's moving out of the pocket. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Man, and you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on 4th. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Here's Underwood to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation, trying to get this thing close. The big eye in.
He's going to fire deep. Goes high to pull it in. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Coming out with it, it's Marsh. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Underwood. Complete. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
To throw, it's Underwood. Finds his man. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
Man, you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Throwing, Underwood. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here with a big...
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Underwood to throw for it on 4th. And down he goes. A sack on 4th down, and the defense gets the football back.
And not a surprise, man. The biggest moment in the game on 4th down, gotta have it. They go back to the quarterback's legs. And the defense was absolutely not surprised. Been there, done that, bought the T-shirt and hat. They saw it, they diagnosed it, they came downhill, and they got him on the ground for the big 4th down stop.
And I think you have to give a lot of credit to the coaching staff communicating to all 11 guys on defense what they knew was going to happen. They made it very, very clear. It looked like the defense was expecting that. So a great job by them all being on the same page, and they were able to go out, play confidently, play fast, get him to the ground, and now they're going to walk out of here with the win.
Throwing more. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Here's the pressure. Crosses the 30. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the 1st down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.